it would always help if I had the mouse on the right screen to be able to find it again. Because, you know, oh man, I did make that a bit too orange. You know me. We always have, there's always just something, right? Always just something. Why are you being a butt? Haha. Blinding hands. You would think that I would have this, you know, better set up. Why is it getting worse when I increase the gain? Okay, got the gain all the way down. Still have reddish hands, but that's kind of normal. So, you know, let's just, yeah, there. Okay. All right. So we'll just, I'm going to keep that volume where that is. Hopefully the music's not going to be too loud. Hopefully. But, you know, the cases, in other news, I have, well, we all know, well, way long ago, one of the first models I ever did was, in fact, Paddy, who I named Paddy because it was the Plague Angel, but she, well, I had the special face for, which she did not like going in elevation. So all the parts where I put ink onto kind of got all murky. It's not mold. I don't really know what it is, but it's a lot, and I haven't taken it off of her yet because I really don't want to. And risk damaging her her paint job. So, yeah. So the murkiness on her ink is a thing. It's a thing that's going to stay around for a while. At least I think so. So I'm also kind of blinding here because blinded by the light. No, that's the wrong one. Here, there we go. Okay, yeah, you know, all set up and good and things like that. Okay, but yeah, so the original Paddy was one of their first models they ever did. I knew it was female because a certain bodily anatomy was stitched up. It's kind of really gross. She's also really gross and it looks really painful to be her, honestly. But she was the first one I actually really started playing around with actively adding details onto the skin to make her look sick as possible, and a lot of pus-filled pimples. It's, you know, great. I also gave her, like, I looked up, like, what the Black Plague looked like, and jaundice, and, you know, inflamed wounds. So, even though she's a very old model, I still learned a lot from her, and I still find her to be one of my favorites that I had painted, especially really early on. All of Creature Caster's models have always been a treat for me, but I quite loved Paddy. My first really gross model that I was seemingly perfectly okay with painting, and also probably got me on multiple lists of things when looking up about, you know, Black Plague, boils, and other flesh-eating diseases that Creature Caster always seems to invoke in their really gross, disgusting models. And this model came out on Black Friday, and I couldn't remember for the life of me. No, I still need that box. That's where the box is, where I put all the remaining scraps, so that can just go and hang it over there. So I couldn't remember for the life of me of, like, what was coming out on Black Friday that I had to have. I couldn't remember for the longest time, and then I remembered it was this guy. So I got in as one of the first 180 orders because, I mean, their art has always been exceptional. I have the one for the Necromancer Dragon as well. So anytime I'm aware of it, I will be grabbing the art cards for their models. I am not the biggest fan probably, but I'm probably up there in the biggest fans of Creature Caster. So, you know, hopefully this is not too annoyingly loud, but here. Wow, maybe it doesn't actually show up. Oh no, the package got cut. I didn't do that. Well, hopefully. Everything should be here because it's like packaged upon packaged upon package. So, but yeah, I've always loved this model, and their updated models have definitely been fascinating to see. So I've had a few sneak peeks at them. Athena wishes that she could be the biggest fan, or that everyone else could be the biggest fan of her. So I'm going to take the art card and not put it in my trash box. I'm going to have it right there staring at me in all its hideous glory. Yeah? What's up, Athena? Where are you? Athena? Athena? There you are. Yeah, you're noisy. Yeah, and then? And then? Oh my god, tell me more. You're so cute. I don't know how much that is actually being picked up, but my cat Athena is very making her presence known. Isn't that right, baby? Yeah. Yeah, come here. No. Come here. Oh, big baby. Oh, big baby girl. Oh yeah, so we now have the new base. Oh, it has centipedes. That's gonna be so much fun to draw, or not draw, to paint. I know Tam is going to love that. Not really, he hates centipedes. He's really bad with creepy crawlies. So yeah, Athena, that's not water for you. That's really not water for you. I will grab you. Suddenly, cat. Not really suddenly, but hi, Athena. What's up? I know. I no longer have a bed up here for you because you haven't been interested in hanging out with me. Oh, okay. You can hang out up here while we figure things out. How about that? Okay. Okay. I'm glad we agree. So this is the cool, super cool scythe that is coming along with very much updated from the last one. So, oh, cool little fingernails. Oh, that's going to be so creepy. Okay, so at first I was wondering when I saw the pictures of this that I was wondering if it was stitched flesh along the scythe. Well, it still looks like fleshy materials. It's actually centipedes crawling up the staff. Isn't that so fantastic? Okay, so here's the other side. Like one more part to the scythe. This is, you know, exceedingly more difficult due to Athena being on my shoulder, but you know, this is just what it is when you have a cat manager. So cool wings with, I'm guessing, some kind of egg sacs holding on in there. Pleasant. Absolutely pleasant. So, oh, cool ribbons. Really, Athena? No, you just want to be held. Okay. You just want to be held. Okay, yeah. So here's similarities. These are very much the same kind of feet, just way more updated. Talk about a lot of flashing, though. Like, way more flashing than I'm used to seeing on any of their models. It's kind of crazy. Although this one has the number 17 posted on its flashing, so I think that's kind of cool. Alright, baby girl. Can I get to work? Do work things? Like, you know, working and stuff? Or are you just being a baby? So, let's see here. So it still has the ribs coming back. The body is much smaller in comparison to how she was originally. But I'm guessing her legs are... Gotta make sure that my cat's not actually like trying to show off inappropriate. She just wants to be held. We have also this other bag that we shall lightly bring out. Yeah. Oh, good girl, good girl. Now let's see here. You a sweetheart? Here we go. Okay. Oh man, that's not going to be fun at all to clean up. I really wish I had Day where she could do this. I almost feel like stuff like this was almost like too thickly left behind. But we shall see. She'll see. Gotta find the face. Oh wow, look at you. You're just this creepy, crown of creepy face. I didn't do the face last time. Mainly because I really like the angel, the plague doctor mask, which apparently is coming in their other version that they're coming out with for this guy, since this one has the scythe and some like is with the giant scythe. Just want to make sure, like, see if this guy comes from there. So I'm guessing. The other one's going to have apparently like a sword and shield and have the plague doctor mask with it, so we'll see how much different that model is. Still probably will end up with it, but you know, I have a massive pile of creature caster that I really need to get to fully cleaning. So yeah. So let's see here. We have 1, 2. I have numbers on them, so let's just see right off the bat if I have absolutely everything. Oh, are you gonna leave me now? Okay, bye-bye, kitty kitty. I'm free! Freedom! Let's see here. We have 5. Oh, so 5 is this one. 4 and 6. So 4, 6, 5, 6. Confusing. Creature caster, why would you do this to me? Why would you have 2 6s? That is infuriating. I will. So I believe this one was number 7, since it had a piece kind of unattached. And that had the number below it. 7, 8. Let's see if we can count. Wondering if one of the 6s was supposed to be a 9 instead. Oh well. Alright. 8. Just start cleaning them. Because I'm not seeing... I feel like that's not actually going to be how it is. But... let's see here. 17, 19... 12. 12 and 13. 12 and 14 go with 11 and 13. But the thing is like their injection mold casting could also be with both sets in the numbers. Because that's what my guess is as to why I don't have a 9. I don't have a 9, 10. Yeah. At least a 9 and a 10. Because I have 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16s, 17, 18, 19. Okay, I'm also missing a 20. Because then I have, let's see here, 21, 22s, 23, 24. Yeah, well, we'll see, because then I also have a 30. So I'm missing a bunch of numbers, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to be missing ones from this build, so we'll see. So right now we're just going to kind of like clean off as much flashing as possible. What I really like to do is make sure to get rid of all the big chunks. And then we kind of start trying to piece them all together to figure out exactly where things are. Ooh, good fabric texture on this. It actually has like woven texture, which is absolutely really good. If ever I have found that I have missed out on, like something is not in the right area, or if a piece is missing, thankfully their whole team is really, really good about bringing getting those pieces to me. And that's how I started this whole relationship to begin with, because I was missing what I aptly named as the intestine tail off of one of their original ladies that I purchased for my husband for his for Christmas. Hopefully this flashing is coming off really easily. Of course, this is not like the full clean that I'm doing right away. I'm getting rid of the large pieces because they bother me heavily. So, let me get them off in there. And I usually do like a few passes because some things just are hidden. I swear, like they're just like not seeable until you're already partway through. Yeah. Our tree over the weekend. Went out with some friends. tree, so it's up in the living room. Really should not be using its own weight or stability to snap it off the models. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. In that case, it was one of those that it did work, but I would never suggest actually doing that. I have had instances where I will break off some of the actual pieces, which is not a smart thing to do, but actually should probably be, I should actually probably be on camera for a lot of this part, but it's one of those, we're close to the chest, don't let the people see our secrets. I have to take a photo of this one just because I feel like Simon would like to know about this one. Just because what I'm seeing here, it looks like the tube for the support has clipped into the texture, which it might not matter with where it's being held. We'll see. That's why I just take a picture of it now. But Simon is the one who, at least last I communicated with, which was like, less than a month ago. It was still Simon doing that, so I will let him know. And in terms of assembly, if all the pieces are in fact here, it'll be very unlikely that I'll actually do a full assembly. I don't like sub-assembly, but I also don't, but I also like being able to access all areas. So typically what I do is kind of like a semi sub-assembly. Everything goes crash bang around me. Don't want that to go flying. So yeah. It's clipped on over. This music sounds more spooky than anything. Just cut that along there. I don't really know. Like this. Goes on the other side of that. Okay, so maybe that location won't really matter too much because that attaches on into there. So, thankfully, that's not really in a space that will cause much grievance. Yeah, creepy art card is successfully creepy, so they've done well there. Okay, I want to remove. I'm assuming is their thighs. Haven't seen any proof of genitalia on this one quite yet. So we might not know this one's gender, unlike the last one, which is why I referred to Paddy as a she. She's whoever I want her to be as the artist. Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of all these blocks, at least, like, you know, the good amount of them off of these models. Hi, Mike. Aw, well, thank you. Thanks for coming by and saying hi. I'm just chilling off in my own little corner of the internet. It's a nice little corner, I must say. And I hope you're having a good Tuesday. That hardly attached itself to my face. Like, do you know where a good place to land would be? Her face. Is this thing? No, but it goes on. Oh my god, they gave her, yeah, alright, they gave them a hair. Very greasy, Severus Snape type of hair. Greasy, oily. In need of much washing, but as somebody whose hair gets oily actually relatively fast myself, okay, that needs to go onto the mat so that I don't break off more than I should. Which I think I did anyways, but that might also just be because of how some of the flashing is still on it. Yeah, Paddy's the before photo. Before and after. I'm glad that they chose to update Paddy, though. Gives me a chance to really redo it. The two top winners in the first year of Resin Beast were both actually of the Plague Angel. So that might have helped influence which one gets done first. So they just took off Mal from the store, the Lord of Malice. And so that update will be very anticipated for myself because that was the first model I ever added a base to, that I designed parts to be on the base and not just kind of like attach the creature caster standard base onto a flat disc and then add some swampy details. So I guess like that wasn't so bad, but I actually like sculpted and added a base underneath Mal. It wasn't a very good base, but it was a base. It was a base. I've done interesting ones since then. It's really Creature Caster who helped inspire me for that one. Obviously that needs much more cleaning. I'm just trying to get rid of the big flashing so I can see how he all fits together. Maybe I'll name this one just Snape. And give him black hair. Yeah, this is beginning to look like, I think this is a thigh. Yep. Okay, so that fits on in there. Okay, yeah. Smaller and more detailed, but absolutely fantastic. Actually put it kind of where I'm going to be situating my hands. Yeah, so getting on in there. Yeah, some of this flashing just seems so thick. Where's my color? Which the only one I'm really concerned about cleaning off is the horns. Just because it doesn't seem... Feels like the flashing is too thick for that area. It's a good thing that I don't do like honest reviews or something like that. Because I know one company that would just get Absolutely wrecked. It's actually, funny enough, their name is completely off my list, but basically, in terms of like for commission costs and whatnot, I basically had an extra charge. Geometrically simple? Kind of. In this one, it's just that the horn, like, I'm gonna break along here so that I can use my X-Acto knife to help cut them out. Just some of them just seem far too thin with that thick of flashing. Like, it just doesn't make much sense. Yeah, that's tip has gotten a bit bent. But that's okay. It'll be okay. Snip that body off. I got that piece off. I'll snap that off. Those little twigs. Little twigs of a leg. Did not end up actually going to New York this last weekend. Sadly. But instead I played basically the entire weekend of Rust. Oh god, Raging Heroes. Oh, that's the name. That's the name. That's the trauma-inducing models. Yeah. I think I still have a few that are not built because I'm also in the similar case of like, I don't want to. They're absolutely miserable. Which is sad because a lot of their designs are really cool. But I just want to commit I feel like you'd have to be put in for like hospitalized for self-harm if you willingly continually put yourself into having to make Raging Heroes. Yeah. I had to like really stop and block myself from ever looking at their stuff again, just because I'm like, it just makes me sad because it's so cool. I don't hate myself enough to want to inflict that upon myself. Maybe if I just really don't want to be on this planet anymore, I'll subject myself to that. Okay. I keep trying to like lift my leg onto a block because after so long, kind of. Oh, baby. Oh, my baby. Oh, come back up here. Yeah. Oh, hi. Hi, is it break time? Is that what you're saying? Is it break time? Aww. You smoosh my face against my cat. So pretty. Yeah, so pretty. Such pretty thing. You're so pretty. Are you my pretty baby? Ever. Yep, this is now a cat hugging stream. We'll just hug the little kitty and everything will be okay. Oh, okay. Okay, but we can't put all your weight onto my shoulder and still be okay. Oh my god. She just wants to say hi. She just wants highs. That's all. She just wants to be all like, I'm cute. Love me. You don't hug me enough, she says, hugging me. What? What do you mean it's not always playtime or mealtime? Athena, that's what we need you to tell TC, okay? Can you tell TC that? Would you be willing to tell TC the message of that it's not always playtime or mealtime? That it can be sleepy time and snuggle time and love time? I mean, no. She's like, no, I want it to be always mealtime. I want there to always be food. Why can't there always be food? Back pause. Pause. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. But I thought you were my sweetie. Spun him up on the cat phone. Okay. Dina, you need to tell TC this. He'd be a great help. Thanks. Thanks, little cat manager. And her gentle purr. You feel it more than you can hear it. Yeah. She's like, yeah, you don't need to do anything on stream. Nothing at all. Just show off her beautiful coat. Possibly fall asleep because she's just so sweet and snuggly and warm. Yes, I did. Yes, I did paint the twins here. Actually, grab them. Since we are dealing with Athena, all her Athena glory. So here are my twins. Sculpted them a little boat. Kind of do a size scale. Didn't turn out as well as I had hoped, but I really enjoyed the freehand on the fabric. His little speckling. Tried to do metal. Didn't really turn out as well as I had hoped. So it didn't really turn out as well. But very much do love these guys. Yeah, the little boat. Yeah, no, they were quite my favorite. I really did enjoy painting them. I did some reflections. I don't think I did enough. Because I did some reflections on the silver metal. And I don't think I pushed it enough. So like, no, we're loafing. We're loafing now. But yeah, the water, this whole bit didn't really work as well as I had hoped for the model. I'm still really proud of it, but it was the last thing I worked on before my like that I was able to actually complete for a big model before my injury. I'm just sad that I wasn't good enough to compete with it, but it's also like I'm not really great at the whole photograph thing for models, so that probably didn't help it. But also just the fact that I know that the metal I did not do well enough with the metal to make it work. So, alas. But I don't think I'll ever strike out as well as I did with the Lady of Arcana. I think she was my be-all and end-all. And because now it's become a lot more known, and so bigger names are going into it. And I can't compete against those guys. Those guys are crazy. Especially if Kaha gets in there. Like, oh my god. Like, there's no way. I might be only able to succeed if it's an in-person kind of thing. But Athena, can I get back to working, please? Gently try to put her feet down. I'm sorry. No, don't hate me. Don't want you to hate me. I just want you to, you know, just need you to love me a little bit as I find out where I can. Haha. There we go. Yeah, Tina. Oh. Maybe we can just have you hang out on my lap here. Yeah, you just want to hang out on my lap? Oh, yeah. There she is. My baby girl. But yeah, so there was a few instances on this guy that, like, I was really pleased with some of the reflection that I had along this pole, but I am not nearly good enough with non-metallic metals. It looks cool when it's done properly. Can I do properly? No. Hi, sweetheart. Alright. Zipping along my jacket. Just because I'm really concerned about how this flashing is going to come on out. Well, I would say yeah, they do. They have improved how they've done their injection molding. Although this guy kind of really terrifies me just with these horns, because it does not. I'm cutting wide here just because I'm really. Those are super thin. Like, I feel like this was almost like slightly miscast just with how thin it actually has turned out to be. Oh, I'm trying to be just extraordinarily delicate, even though I probably should have just updated my X-Acto blade for this, but I really feel like I'm like one miss slide and I'm gonna lose a horn, or moreover a rail spike driven into said horn. Oh, I mean, on my twins, I think there were some areas that were pretty bad, but nothing really dreadful in the sense of like, oh, thinking that the master was bad. You can always email Simon at CreatureCaster if you think something is really bad with it. They really do, unlike Raging Heroes, they actually really do seem to care about their quality. I'm legitimately terrified about cutting those. I might have to look to see if I can find some of my spare extras to do like the finishing cleaning of those, because I really am terrified. Just like that one has decided that it wanted to snap off. I didn't even think I was being that vicious there. I said nothing. You heard nothing from me. Okay. Oh, one piece has already been broken off. Oopsies. Well, we will attach it. Once it's a little bit safer. If anything, I feel like I should just attach plastic card. Yeah. Put some plastic card in here to paint up the spikes. You leaving me, Athena? Alright, see you, Mike. Have a good one. Oh, fuck. That was the second one that I've just broken off because of my... And this is why I can't sculpt things in, like, clay. Because my fingers are just so fat fingery. I love to just smush absolutely everything. Would be everything. These two spikes seem to be holding on. Okay. Okay, so we have work done on that knit on that horn. Just trying to fully. Oh, this side has gotten a bit on the flat end. To break out my plastic card. Just cleaning this one up a little bit more so I can attach those. I can attach the extra pieces to it. Hey, how's it going? My thumbs are at it again in terms of destroying things. What else is new? Yeah? Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad that I was... It's nice to know that I was missed. Putting on the new Paddy. But of course my thumbs decide to break a lot of things. It's not like I have, I don't have any baking soda down here with me. I'll clean off that, and we're just gonna try applying it again. A little less, so it's a little less goopy. How's life with the little ones? How's the kids and all? Okay, so we gotta let that dry. But we have the spikes back in the horn. Yay! Very gently place him off to the side. Oh man. Oh bother. Let's get some of this swept off over here. Side. I think this side. Just gonna actually cut that one there. Be a short, stubby bit, but work with what I have here, and if anything, I'll just grab a bunch of cat claw tips. I honestly feel like I should be saving. It's just for being weird. Yeah. Like this spot right here. This one. This little guy right here. Yeah, the cat claw tip. I could just implant that in there instead. Oh. Before that one really like fully snaps off. So I'm gonna apply some that there glue. And hopefully save it. I don't know. This is really bad in terms of challenge. That was a bit too much. Too much super glue in that locale. Don't even know which one of these pieces was spikes anymore. Darn it. Yeah. This is why I'm not allowed to do anything with sculpting. Gosh darn it. I watch videos on people sculpting and I'm like, how are you not smushing everything? Just, you know, gentle pressures of the hand. Whereas I probably still have the infant grip of death. Or as close to as possible. I guess I'm just not that gentle of a person. I might just have to like epoxy, because there might be holes to fill anyways. Well, that's a bit staggered, but it's on, and I'm not going to unattach it to make sure it's more lined up. No, not happening. Just not happening. so this is a necklace and a plate. It's cut in far more. I was originally carving for. Basically, check the other side. And pray. Pretty much pray. I ended up ordering a whole bunch of containers to organize the house a bit more. Some like fabric storage. And also Christmas decoration storage. Mainly because like the tubs that we have currently that has been housing our ornaments and what have you, they were made, we got them specifically so that they can go outside and not get into by any outdoor critters who may indeed wish to access said things. And I've recently discovered that we're currently having that said outdoor pest problem in our current garage, so I kind of wanted to use these tubs we specifically got for the outdoors and be able to bring those back outside. Oh, ooh, this is actually a nice little. Maybe I'll use this as like as a spike. So we'll just put that over there. It's a nice, easy cylinder. Delicateness over there. That's why it's important to have a very clean desk. Words to live by, that I should listen to my own advice sometime. But alas. That skull has a ring, like, in its eyebrow, but I'm going to choose to believe that to be the case now. Alright, so just going to throw that in that little pile. feel like I should have like a monologue about my like the difficulties of life with this piece of music that's playing right now. It just feels like one of those of like, yeah. So here's the thing. The other day, I saw a train. Train to where, you may ask? I don't know. I didn't stop to ask. Like, that's kind of what it feels like. There should just be like a slow, dramatic story in the background with that music in the background. Oh, this one does have some flashing on it. Not too much, at least none that I register as being too much, thankfully. This one just does seem, you know, the more details, the more flashing. I think that's where that foot goes. And the other foot, if I can find the other claw. Did my cat steal it? Like, it. If Athena stole it, I'd be super impressed. There? I did, because I'm an idiot. Alright. Kind of important to have his legs, do you think? Important. Hey, Mr. Centipede, don't mind me as I carve out the space in front of you. You know, to give you some free grub access to the other side of the rock. I've always liked how Creature Caster does their rocks, honestly. Like, it is really nice. Very nice and textured. Okay. Personally, in some of these instances, I really wish I was more proficient with the fiberglass brush to like just help scrape off some of these things. But then I just get fiberglass everywhere. And it hurts. Don't use a nail. The only use for nails. I generally have another brush I use just to help kind of like brush off the pieces that might have gotten stuck in there. Really need to start working on finishing that baby blanket. It's nearly done. Get on to my 3D sculpting project. My buddy's is, well, he's designed many board games. And, but he's moving on to one where he wants to have little chibi-like models. So I want to, and he's asked if I could make some with that. We have some broken spine bones. Once again protruding out his back, because you know that's was so pleasant about the first one. Wonder if I'll be able to get like put on some spine fissures that are going on in there. Now that I've very intimately familiar with how bone, especially pieces, part of a spine and tail work and look. Thanks to my Alice piece. Decent rust still exists. We might have pissed off our neighbors. Oh, you're back. What's up? Uh-huh. And then? When is it? Yeah, it's been about an hour. Thanks for reminding me. I nailed to scrape this off. I don't know why. I have. Let me know that. Been on for an hour. Okay, bye. Or maybe it's like, you're still not done. I'll just clean out that little socket. So when they do, they should have it like arms stitched together to make, or like body parts stitched together to make the staff. You know, to make it more creepy. Not completely cleaned off yet, but the big majority of the pieces are, so that's what's important for this bit anyways. That one, I'm just going to smooth that down in there. Shoot. Of course I broke that off. Oh well. Wasn't lined up all that well, so. We can get any of these pieces to play nicely with each other. And that attached itself decently. See if we can get this one on here and then we can be like, yay! Alright, I currently have 4 nails and 4 spikes. Okay, now we're just not allowed to touch those for a while. And hopefully the super glue will cure nicely. I have hope. So injected, molded. That was part of the flashing, so. Super excited for, it's like 2 days after my husband's birthday. 'Cause I was able to get a reservation for this really cool place. After my husband's birthday. He is a supportive and loving husband, and he watches this sometimes. Yeah, just to be supportive. I think that was me not remembering to open up a second, or not a second tab, but make more load of songs. Well, it's a good time for me to stand up anyways. So, yeah. No, that's definitely what that was. Unless Athena's now like, no! You need to come upstairs and snuggle me. Snuggle me. Great. Down. Okay, so really, the only things that are left that have a huge amount of flashing still attached to them is the wings. So I'm going to stand up, get that music back on, and stretch a little bit, and I'll be back. about painting. It's still the screen of paint. Alright. Horns very gently. Get put over there. And go back to working on now the last bit that we have to do. I think the reason why my head is being sad is because of the fact that I'm not sitting properly. Honestly, who wants to sit properly? That's kind of annoying. I hate it when there's flashing that's there and like you can tell like it's been what it's there for. But like now the details have gotten lost because of how it got placed in there. So what I'm gonna have to do is scrape down enough and then lightly sculpt in the veins to that feather. Thankfully, that part is kind of decent in terms of ease on removal. It is on the outer side. It's not a front face. So it should be not bad. That's part of the mold casing in there. It's slightly blue. Should be in there. Yeah, because I'm seeing some of this in one or two of the models when I've gotten some really of the early casts. There's some flashing into my hair. That issue's happened a few times now. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. How on earth do you expect anyone to get that ribbing out? Siren. That one is in the front. I think this is also the risk of getting something along the first line. Once when it's gotten a bit more, the mold's gotten a bit more used, I think a lot of the problems kind of get flushed out. Okay, so that's that one. Borderline country music. You know, cowboy emo music. I love that definition so very much. Such an accurate description for it. It is my least favorite type of music. I think Dixie Chicks might have been considered to be Tree. I haven't heard them in so long. Probably because of how they got canceled before canceling became the thing to do. Hey, Mrs. Jen. Yeah, it is evening for you. I apologize. Dina's been very active vocally. You missed it, though. I think it was because she was trying to tell TC that, you know, you gotta not always be playing. It's not always playtime. Oh, you heard that Mrs. Jen is here? Yeah? Do you want to say hi to Mrs. Jen? Is that what you want to do with me next week? Big baby. Ina's like, yeah, love me. I am such a pretty kitty. She's been very vocal, to say the least. Isn't that right, baby girl? Isn't that right? Oh yeah, Dina. Oh, now we're on this shoulder now. This is the shoulder for today, or more for this instance. What a sweet girl. She's like, yeah, this is it. This is the spot. I'm in front view. And I can look at the camera and be so cute. How are you doing, Mrs. Jen? He's been very much in the desire for love and snugs and stuff. Yeah, you're her #1 fan. Oh my goodness. You have to fight for that position with Callisto, though. Callisto still is trying to be like, I'm your #1 fan, love me, let me touch you. Which Athena hasn't really been wanting to allow that to happen. I think it has to do with the fact that Callisto now thinks that she can continually, you know, get close to Athena, and Athena's like, actually, could you not? And so Callisto hasn't really been leaving her alone, and so she's been getting a little bit on the more annoyed side of things. So I've been having to keep them a little bit more separated. So you can be her #1 human fan. Callisto is her #1 kitty fan. Oh, kitty fan. Oh, Athena has a kitty fan and she didn't like it at all. Yeah, exactly. Callie is her #1 cat fan. Athena's super sweet and super loving. As you can see, she's still very much like Non, the queen. This is my queen. How was your weekend? Hopefully it was really good. Hopefully. And hopefully Lola is doing well as well. I'll be back over there. How do you know? Oh my goodness. Maybe I will have to put your bed back on the table, Athena. What do you think? Do you need to do that? She hasn't wanted to snuggle on her pillow or really hang out with me while I'm streaming or anytime in the studio for a while, so I wasn't really expecting her to want to be held so much. Tina, yeah, Tina. Oh, what? What? What's with the grump? They're boosters today, so all good. Okay, yeah, all good. Hey, Tina, love. I know. Do I need to get that bed back up here for you? I took it away because it was taking up so much space. You didn't, and you weren't using it. No, you're leaving me again? I've been left. I've been abandoned. Like, this sucks. Yeah, I know. She didn't get lunch, and she's probably terse about that. But I wanted to start streaming, and she wanted to be down here. So she's gonna get some. She's gonna get some food when I go back upstairs. Good that Lola's being nice and healthy. Alright, so... she's in the cat tower. Yeah, show the kitty. Bye, Athena. I loved you. Nope. My cats have been successfully stolen now. It's freedom from the manager. Cam came and stole her. I'll buy me. Aww. Yeah, the new season of Destiny came out today. That will be my life after this. Moreover, in the evening, will be filled with Destiny, which will be good. See how this new seasonal story is with Rasputin. But either way, I still have a bunch of things to catch up on from post-injury. Not to mention the fact that I ended up Bungie gave me Lightfall. I was watching some of their announcement stream, and then I got contacted not too long afterwards, being like, "You've won!" At first, I totally assumed that it was going to be some kind of like someone impersonating the Bungie account. But responded, and I was given Lightfall. So people are saying it's because of streamer luck, and I'm like, I would agree with you if it wasn't for the fact that I haven't streamed in like a year at that point. Could have still been streamer luck. But still super cool. So I'm breaking my #1 rule about being excited about something video game related. But Horizon Forbidden West is coming out with a deal, an expansion of sorts, Burning Isles or something like that. Which I will be super excited to play. Mainly because like there's parts of Horizon Forbidden West that I didn't finish. Mainly because I was like, well, this has definitely like led to a lot of possibilities of DLC. And so I didn't want to play absolutely everything, because I usually use those extra little bits to kind of remind me how to play the game. So as I go around finishing up those last little bits of things, I will be reminding myself of all like the various mechanics so that when I go into the expansion area, it's a little bit more fresh. So but I legitly love Horizon. I'm really looking forward to that. I'd have to heat gun this to get it to fit in there. Unlike the other side, this one does not really want to lay nicely. Or at least it has a lot of cracks. Nor does it really connect at the bottom, so yeah, I'm gonna have to heat gun it. Even then, like, there's just parts I don't feel like. I'd have to just either do what I did with Arcana, which is plastic bag up one side and epoxy it in. I just use this coarse brush generally to help get rid of any extra tiny bits of flashing that I might not be able to fully get to, and it allows me to see also kind of what needs a bit more of a bladed touch. is like it is allowing me to see all these extra like little supports. Which are not, you know, a huge deal breaker about cleaning. I think you could still make it work. Oh, in completely different terms compared to my miniatures here. I ordered a kit a long time ago about for a book nook, just so I can kind of like see a full one in its expectations of being built, to kind of just see how like the electronics work. That's another reason why I really need to make my X-Acto like really sharp, is because I have a lot of like paper cutouts to do. Those get stuck onto because there's a lot of like cut wood pieces, but then you take the paper designs and glue them on. So I'm really curious. That's why I need to get a new one of my X-Acto blades out, so I can more precisely cut it back. And cause some of them are really tiny pieces. And I love book nooks. They're super pretty. And they're just little fascinating, tiny little pocket worlds. But I didn't realize it when I ordered that book nook that it was coming in from Japan. So no wonder it took some time. To the point where I just kind of assumed that, well, moreover, I completely forgot about its existence. And to kind of want to, like, you know, I really want to build that. It just looks like it could be so much fun. And it did cross my mind at some of the things. I'm like, oh, well, I could just paint those and not have to cut it out. But I don't want to paint it all because then the likelihood of it ever actually getting done is far closer to 0 than I'd like to admit to. Alright. And now that we're at that stage, you know, everything. Files, abrasive pads. I have like tiny abrasive sticks that I haven't really had a chance to really too much. Oh, there's this one. Yeah. I also have like little abrasive puppy sticks that I think are good for getting into tiny little holes. That's also why I'm like, well, let's try it and found another piece of flashing. There's this like a little bit right in there. There we go. And in this process, I get to see the tiny details that exist on this guy. Like the 2 tiny embedded skulls into his shoulder. Can't really say that that looks pleasant. But alas, that's how this is. Alright. Just put Paddy body back over there in better placements. along all these little outer areas. They carve them down. I still haven't seen any news about Eurovision tickets being on sale. That makes me quite sad. Those tickets. I can go over to Europe, bring my husband across the pond because he's never been to Europe. And hopefully the broadcast, NVIDIA broadcast is cutting out the filing sounds so I'm not, aggravating people's ears. I quite like these little sanding sticks. Is the nativity most of the day. Oh, joy! Oh, I'm super excited because Tam was able to find us a group doing Handel's Messiah. It's on the 19th. I'm really excited for it, though. It's jazz, apparently, a jazz rendition of it, which makes me very curious. But if anything, it'll be a good experience. I really love Handel's Messiah. In my town growing up, it would be every other year. It would be on show. The other years was a nativity production, but every other year was Handel's Messiah with our with like the local choir, super big choir. It was so amazing. I loved it so much. Hated it as a kid. I still know which songs are the ones that was like, oh, I know, it's almost done, or it's almost time that I can start moving around. Just because it was hard for me to sit still. But I would often I ended up later on like bringing like craft books with me to just like play to use. So listen to the music, but as I got older, it was I was perfectly fine with just sitting there and listening, like just watching it. So I listen to it every year on the recorded one I have from my town growing up. They hear it live, even if it is a jazz rendition. Who knows what that's going to be like? I'm excited either way. Should be fun. Their copy, or like their artwork for this guy, makes it look like he should have a tongue sticking out. But he does not. This makes me wonder, like, should I bring out the King of Ecstasy's tongue that I never actually ended up using? this part gets attached onto this part. The neck bone attaches to the backbone. Game, I feel like we're playing here right now. Hopefully that'll be fun. Then the next day is my surprise for my husband. I tried to find a bunch of different things to celebrate for his birthday, but I was a bit late thinking about all these things, and far too many were booked up. Or, moreover, everywhere was booked up on his birthday. And, so I need to remember to check in advance. Get that booked in earlier. I do wonder where this part goes to. I wonder if it sticks out of the face somewhere. Oh, right there. That's cool. I was right. It was a base thing. Most excellent. These things. Could be cool and great. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a thing. But like, I love Trans-Siberian Orchestra, which they definitely turned Christmas music into something completely different. Beginning to feel a little bit worse for wear here. I've been curling in my fingers while shaving this stuff down. Okay, that's pretty messed up. That's a lot of holes. Finally found something creepy. More creepy, I guess. Or surprising creepy. Has a lot of holes in that skull. The assembly? Oh shit, you know what? I haven't been on this cam. Oh, shiznets. Good to see that I'm still completely useless. Comes down to switching scenes away. How goes the cleaning? Can you come like live here day and do this cleaning stuff for me? Yeah, if I lived in the UK, Mrs. Jen, I would have loved to be able to come over and have some Christmas treats. Some, you know, music, afternoon tea. I know, that's why I wish you were here. My finger is cramping up. But I want to at least finish this part of models. I'm relaxing. But it is late for you, Mrs. Jen, so don't stay up too late listening to me. You girls are too kind. Pinky's like really cramping up. Oh, we've been doing a bunch of sous vide cooking, which has been really fun. Lamb sous vide is amazing. I can actually have it on the slightly rarer side now, and it is so tasty. Are these like... I'm trying to figure out like what's gonna go into here. This feels like this is very confusing. Or maybe it's not a necklace. I thought it was going to be a necklace. Like, maybe it's just hanging off of his arm. Which, I mean, is pretty cool. But how's your day going, Day? Ramen models in the winter. And the kitties? Do the kitties get little kitty masks for when you're airbrushing or when you're priming? That would be kind of really cute. Okay, we're almost there. I can relax my hands. Christmas trance music is a whole nother beast. Yeah. It is. Delicates. Yeah, that goes there, and you know, I'm really terrified to do any kind of extra cleaning on this. Mainly because of the amount of correction re-gluing I've had to do. But I think they are pretty cured now. So... hoping know I should have done all that extra cleaning before reattaching everything. That's good. Is good. Can't have those kitties getting kitty sprayed. Yeah. That bike doesn't look too bad as a replacement one. Not as interesting, but hey, at least something. At least it's something. Alright, and there's that. I need to bring out the more aggressive, smoother thingy thing. Here. Let's try out these Paddy do. 800, 6,000, 4,000, 3,600. Okay, well. They should have started off with the. So those pads are much higher level of banding. Let's try. Here, playing in circles to not form grooves. Then take this one. Looks like that's gonna be good. Okay. Toss that out. This here. Just tuck those back in there. Alright, guys. My fingers are crampy. We're basically done with this extra bit, so lots to clean up. And my hip was beginning to get a bit grumpy with me, so I think it's a good time to kind of stop here and pick up painting next time, whenever that time decides to be. Either building this guy, or maybe I'll do that off cam or off stream. We'll see. We'll see what Maha's brain decides to come up with, right? Alright, guys. You are all fantastic people. This is the cool art card once again of creepiness. Creepy and dark. Like you can see the spikes in his horns there. So lovely. But yeah, so you guys have a wonderful time, and I hopefully will see you guys again whenever I get back to streaming, which hopefully won't be too far away. We'll see. But yeah, thank you guys. You have been a wonderful, wonderful audience, and I'll be back at some point.